The world that we live in today is unquestionably chaotic, antagonistic, and unpredictable. It is flooded with unrealistic expectations, chronic disappointments, and dramatic outbursts that can turn any human being mentally into a post-traumatic sufferer born in the middle of no man's land during World War I. With the dire and seductive presence of social medias haunting us even during our sleep, we are always being kept on our sore toes all the time through the fear of missing out, avoiding vile criticisms, and protecting the vital state of our crucial reputation in the eyes of many. It's quite simply a constant battle that almost every one of us must face in this modern world, sooner or later, one way or another. Couple that with our daily responsibilities and the desire to fulfill our ambitions, the life we live is not going to get any easier by any means. Which is why we desire peace and serenity more so than ever today. The possibility to get away from all of these mundane and unforgiving atrocities just to be able to unwind and let go of all the suffocating stress that piles up during our time in the real world. That is why a lot of us often travel or have short getaways. That is why a lot of us seek places where there are no traces of the modern world's interference, like a secluded beach or a hidden waterfall. That is why we often isolate ourselves to indulge in or escape to our own passionate little fantasy world in our heads, all in having the slightest possible form of hope that we'll be able to eventually escape the harshness of the real world forever and just disappear to somewhere where there are no rules, no responsibilities, and no risks involved. Unfortunately, you can't fully escape real-life responsibilities and calamities, as fulfilling and enduring them respectively are what keeps you alive and allows you to obtain the access and yearning to your much-desired peace. Most of us think that we can just live in an eternal state of serenity and irresponsibility. However, in contrary to what most people believe, it will only be a matter of time before the natural, inborn state of your discontentment and dissatisfaction takes over and implodes yourself with chaos. It's weird, isn't it? We spend so much time seeking for peace, and yet when we obtain peace, over time as we become acclimated to it, we desire the chaos and unpredictability that we initially try to run from. That's because we human beings are innately born with eternal discontentment. When we become accustomed or surrounded with the same stimulus for a long time, we start to appreciate it less. We start to enjoy it less. We start to endlessly wonder what else lies beyond this experience. It's just how we are, and we cannot escape this tendency. Which is why the only way you can have genuine experience of peace is not to desperately and frequently seek for it, but rather to deservingly, commendably, and meritoriously earn it. To experience the extremities of one element breeds the admiration, longing, and respect to experience the extremities of the opposite element. That is why when we live in the cold for a long time, we appreciate the warmer or even hotter climates even more, and vice versa. Now, the word deserving might be entirely subjective to each and every single one of us to gauge, but what matters most for each one of us to measure is the amount of physical effort and mental determination that we put in to deal with the daily chaos of our own personal responsibilities and unfortunate events in the real world, which, let's be honest, most of us are constantly trying to avoid. The feeling that we've given the best of everything in our physical, mental, and even spiritual power to the battles of our daily lives will allow us to become significantly more receptive and sympathetic to even the slightest form of peace. Because simply, we've done everything that we could possibly do that is in our control, and now it's only a matter of letting things unfold by themselves. There is no regret, no unfinished business, no stones unturned, nothing being left behind. Desperately and frequently seeking for peace will gradually breed guilt from your irresponsibility and anxiety from your act of cowardness in your daily battles, because you basically avoided fulfilling the two most powerful and important needs of a human being's hierarchy of needs. And it is only a matter of time before doing nothing or relaxing becomes an unfulfilling physical and mental chore for you to unbearably and confusingly suffer from. Genuine peace can only come from a profound level of appreciation, and a profound level of appreciation can only come from both the scarcity of experience and the adversity of undertakings to obtain that experience. This is how you should approach your daily lives in order to achieve genuine peace at the end of every day. Give everything in your power to your responsibilities and the state of your circumstances, so that you will have no feelings of contrition, contradiction, inadequacies, and inappropriateness when you eventually unwind the way you wanted to when the sun finally sets. Thank you for watching.